Hi and welcome. Exciting because I love the fact that it's spring now. But yeah, the weather was a little bit more cold the past week or two, and it's slowly starting to change. So I put in a bit of footage here to show you just that things are changing. We're entering a new season, and I'm absolutely excited for what's to come. I'm definitely a summer person, so winter's not my favorite season. I know, it's necessary, but it's fine. The weather is changing, the sun is shining more, the air is bluer, um, on the sky for that matter. And yeah, we've got just flowers coming up everywhere. It's canola season around here, and we finished off the winter by just doing some lazy winter day crafts at home. So I think I'm doing two crafts currently. So the first one I'm sharing with you is inspired by a video clip from another girl. Unfortunately, she's not on this platform, so I can't share her here. So not my idea, but inspired by. Yeah, so it basically is a solution to a problem that I've had for quite some time. Whenever we have to feed our dogs outside, um, the laundry basket that I use outside is in the way. So I needed somewhere to hang it, but I didn't want to just put a hook on the wall. So this was quite a good solution for not having just a plain hook on the wall and hanging the basket from that. So I absolutely loved how this turned out. Um, it makes me kind of think about like a Beatrix Potter vibe, very Peter Rabbit ish, but not really, a little bit more whimsical and silly. Um, Plus, kind of, this is a sentimental thing to me now. It wasn't planned to be, but when I had to decide what type of animal I want to paint, um, I wanted to paint a chicken. Look, I absolutely love chickens. I think I'm a chicken lady, whatever. But we lost one of our hens almost a year ago. And she had such a special place in my heart. Um, she was an amberlink, so she was just white. There was no specific characteristics that could distinguish her from the rest. Um, so because we have pet chickens, we do tag them in order for us to distinguish their little personality and quirks and things that they like to do. So she had a little green tag on, um, and her name ended up being Ivy. She was definitely the alpha of all the hens, but unfortunately, she was ripped away um, by a predator from us too soon. It came as a huge shock. Um, yeah, so I had to grieve her for quite some time. It was our first um, loss. So yeah, it was not a fun process to go through. But this kind of allowed me to um, always remember her, but in a fun and whimsical way. So, little Ivy girl, she had a happy life, unfortunately, a short one. But there's this one friend on YouTube that always says, where you have livestock, you have dead stock. It's one of those things, they go together. You can't always control all the elements in your environment as well as you try to. Um, but yeah, so that was the short of it. Yeah, so this was such a little fun project to do. So basically, it was just like a darkish green almost like scalloped circle. I wanted to keep it on plain wood, so it's a very light wood, pine, I think. Um, and it is with the idea that the wall I'm putting it on now is currently white, but it's not going to stay white forever. I know exactly the color I want to paint it, which I'm not giving away now. Sorry. But I know the color I want to paint, and this will suit that. And in the inspiration picture, she had just like kind of like leaves and ivy going up. But since I'm working with ivy already, I decided to take something from our environment. Now, where we live, we are surrounded by wheat farms. So I just took little, um, like two pieces of wheat, and I drew that in. So, kind of just a little bit of a hint as to where home is, you know? So, but it was such a fun little thing to do on a cold, wintry day. And the kids were running around and playing, and we had soft music on in the background. And they did join me in painting for a little while, but yeah, they get distracted. But we painted a bit together, and then I went on because there's a couple of layers to this, so I had to kind of like pause and give it some time to dry and then go on a little bit later. So absolutely so much fun. um, I did put in some little details that nobody else I think would notice. um, but I think you'd notice the little potty hat. So she had a little potty hat on. I just needed it to be playful. So I added some spinach leaves because that was absolutely her favorite thing to eat. Like she'd be running up first to come and eat some spinach. And then, typical to her, because she's an amberling, they've got a little bit of yellow around their neck, the bottom of their necks. And she had the green tag, so I also put in the green tag. So yeah, I hope you enjoy watching this along, and I hope that you can carry a little bit of ivy with you as well. So yeah, like I said, this was a very, very lovely winter project to do. And so much fun. And now every time I look at it, I'll think about Ivy, and just that even though her life was cut short, that she had a real good one. She loved affection. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed painting along and listening along to some music. But yeah, that was this one craft that I did. And then, of course, afterwards, it needed to be sealed. I absolutely loved how it turned out, but it was sealed with like a clear lacquer and then, yeah, basically installed in its place. So I'll share that with you as well. And then after that, I took on another rainy day little craft, which was basically just the little stand that our cat's food bowls fit on, in order to protect it from ants, because we're entering into that season now as well. Um, yeah, so the basic idea was just to make it look a little bit prettier. So I ended up just painting the background green and then adding a couple of beautiful, colorful flowers to that. Not necessarily in the spirit of spring, but hey, why not? It was a lovely project to do, and same, it kept me busy like almost the whole day because all the layers had to dry separately. But it was so much fun getting to do this. So Hope you enjoy watching along. And then I just ended it off by painting some little leaves here and there. So I'm so happy with how it turned out. Can't wait to do another one. We also had a little brand new little craft store opening in town, so absolutely had to go and visit since our favorite florists are having some of their flowers there as well. And yes, absolutely beautiful, so handy. Can't wait to support them. And I did bring some dried pink flowers home. Yes, so it's spring, and like last time I told you, I was going to plant some flowers in the garden. So let me show you how they are looking with lots of little chaos seeds in between. So many are still to sprout and rear their little heads, but we've got some lovely blues, purples, beautiful red. What's it called? I can't remember what's it called in English now. Anyway, this used to be a very, very beautiful, like orange salmony color viola. These are pansy, these are violas, so they are absolutely beautiful. My favorite one, don't tell anyone. My favorite one, and these alyssums truly almost smell like honeysuckle, so they're absolutely gorgeous. Love, love, love them. Some more. So I just scattered seeds throughout so you can see between these a lot of other things are coming up. Oh, this is an earthworm castle, and it's a house for the snails. Um, so this is one of my girls picked out this flower, and the other one picked out a little like reddish burgundy color one. Absolutely beautiful. Anyway, so there's something for everyone in our little garden. And this is a type of boohoo. First time I see a purple one, but absolutely adore it. Yes, and I'll end it off with some silly footage my daughter took of us just making some Rice Krispie treats. So just some little footage that she took on her own. Of course, she had to include her stuffy. So we made some Rice Krispie cakes. Cheated a little bit because we even took like the chocolate flavored ones. So, but it was good according to them. We made that and some date balls and called it a day. We also went to our local old age home who had their open day, and of course filled with yummy treats. I love living in a small town. Anyway, that's me for now, guys. I'll see you next time. Enjoy the last bit of winter, and I'll see you in the beginning of spring for some lovely flower footage. Hope you have a lovely week. Bye.